Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. This is the Sassy and Raz Managing Stress During COVID-19 workshop. Um, so we're going to do some introductions. My name is Carlo, and I'll just start by telling you my favorite TV show. So my favorite TV show is The Office. We also have three other volunteers. Cameron, what's your favorite TV show or movie?
My favorite TV show is Modern Family.
Nice. We also have Julia. What is your favorite movie or TV show?
My favorite TV show is The Queen's Gambit.
Nice. And then we also have Hajar. And what is your favorite movie or TV show?
My favorite movie is Blood Diamond.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so we'll just start just with some resources. Cameron?
Okay, so we're just going to start this presentation off with just outlining a few perfect resources that we have here in Sudbury. So whether you're feeling overwhelmed or just simply need somebody to talk to, there are several resources available to you in these situations. So just don't be afraid to reach out if you need someone to talk to. There's always someone who wants to listen and be there for you. So I have added a few helpful resources on this slide that are available to you here in Sudbury. So Health Sciences North has a 24-hour crisis line that can be accessed either in person or over the phone in times of crisis, or if you're feeling overwhelmed and just need somebody to talk to. The Kids Help Phone is available 24/7 through a phone call, texting, or through Facebook Messenger. The YMCA has also just opened up an overnight warming center that can be accessed from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. 7 days a week. There is also an emergency nighttime shelter located on 200 Larch Street from 10 p.m. to 8 a.m., also 7 days a week. Both of these locations offer a warm place to sleep and have many items available such as coffee and tea, mittens, socks, and more. There is also a daytime drop-in center located on 19 Frood Road that is open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. and then again from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Okay, so we'll start off by just talking about how to manage stress during hard times. So we are currently experiencing COVID-19 and have been for a couple months. So this looks very different for people and it can be dealt with in various ways. So first of all, it's important to recognize that you are stressed. Sometimes it's easier just to push it off, but it is okay to talk about it with people, with your friends, with your family. It is also good to acknowledge and feel your feelings. Sometimes it is okay to be sad. Sometimes it is okay to cry. It is okay to feel stressed, but it's great to recognize it. It's also good to prioritize yourself in these situations, keeping yourself healthy, keeping yourself happy. And it's also great to ask for help if you need it. There are resources that are willing to help. So just to break down the two types of stress. So stressors are day-to-day. These can be thought of as more as healthy stress or good stress. And it's usually can be dealt with small efforts. And these can be things like new relationships, doing chores, moving, just stuff like that that can be thought of as a little bit better. And then there's stress, which is more long-term, and it can be thought of as more unhealthy or bad stress. And this would refer to events in life, such as injury or death, losing your job, or uncertainty in the future, for example, COVID-19.
Okay, so to follow up, I just want to say that a lot of people struggle with mental health, and these quick facts are here to show you that you're not alone if you're concerned about your mental health and you are experiencing increased anxiety or depression. Here we have some statistics on how young people aged 15 to 24 are more likely to experience mental health problems and or substance use disorders than any other age group. It is also important to know that many of these challenges that COVID-19 has brought up into our communities are in some way normal, and that there are resources available for you in your community that can help you safely cope with such challenges.
So on the topic of stress and mental health, mindfulness is a technique we can use to alleviate our stress and regulate our emotions. So what is mindfulness? Mindfulness involves maintaining a moment-by-moment awareness of our thoughts, feelings, bodily sensations, and surrounding environment. So in a sense, it is really just tuning in to everything that is going on around us. So for example, we may begin to focus on our breathing, or maybe the sights, smells, and sounds around us. Also, mindfulness involves acceptance, meaning that we pay attention to our thoughts and feelings without judging them. So this means that there's no right or wrong way to feel. We just want to make sure that we're letting go just of those automatic judgments, which can help us to relax our brain. And as well, when we practice mindfulness, our thoughts tune into the present. So we're trying not to think about past events or even future events, but really just try to bring our focus to the present. And what is the goal of mindfulness? The goal of mindfulness is to become aware of our inner workings of our brain. So we're really trying to avoid that automatic reactivity, regulate our emotion, improve focus, and as well, it helps us to reduce stress and anxiety. And here are some ways to practice mindfulness. Just as a note, so when do we practice mindfulness? Mindfulness is really good to practice when we're faced with conflict and stress, because it allows us to take a moment and approach the situation from a different light. So some ways, one, we can just take time to focus on our breath during downtime, becoming aware of our breathing, and just kind of thinking about what is on our mind right now. So do we feel sad, anxious, tired, happy? Just taking that time to notice what our body and mind are doing. Second, we can choose to focus on one task at a time rather than multitasking. So for example, the next time you're washing dishes, try to think about what you're sensing. For example, just think about maybe the warmth of the water, the smell of the soap, or how the bubbles look, or even just like the sensation of the plates as you're washing them. For our third idea, you can spend time outside and noticing what's around you. I think this is a really good grounding exercise, and it can help to lower stress and anxiety. And our last idea is just closing your eyes and listening to music. So just tuning in and focusing on the sounds around you.
So why is exercise important? How can it help my mental health? Well, regular physical activity can improve your emotional well-being. It can also reduce stress, depression, and anxiety. So there are like multiple ways for you to include exercise in your daily schedule, and they don't need to be very intense or very demanding. You can start by simple activities that get your heart rate up. So here we included some examples of simple physical activities, just as a suggestion that can help you make a plan to move more during your day. It could be as simple as walking. So walking, breathing fresh air, or even taking different path to your usual hangout, just for extra steps. The second activity that we included here is jogging. So you can challenge yourself and set new personal records for you. But you have to keep in mind that you have to be kind to yourself as you set these new goals. So you can take it as small steps, one step at a time. Another activity that you can do is actually, you can download free workout apps. We included 2 examples here. There's the 7-minute workout or the daily workout fitness trailer. You can actually visit the YMCA website where you can find the Y Fitness. It's virtual workout videos. You can find the same videos if you go on YouTube. You can type in YMCA at home workouts, and then it's going to give you a list of videos or playlists, and you can just scroll through it and find ones that interest you the most.
So, the COVID-19 pandemic has a lot of us feeling like we are cooped up with nothing to do, and it is so important to use this time to do activities that promote relaxation and help us take care of our mental health. So, first we have reading, which has many benefits. It can improve sleep, reduce stress, and enhance your brain health. To access books, you can actually visit littlefreelibraries.org to locate the Little Free Libraries here in Sudbury. They look like big birdhouses full of novels, and these are free to the public to borrow and read, and then bring back once they are done with them. You can also borrow books from any library here in Sudbury and sign up for a free library card. Music is another great way to reduce stress and anxiety and improve your mood. You can access music through local radio stations here in the city, on YouTube, or through a music streaming app. Coloring and drawing are also great for your mental health and can be very relaxing. There are several printable coloring pages and step-by-step drawing tutorials that can be accessed online. You can also print a coloring page for a small price at a local library. Now, it's important to remember that depending on how you are feeling at a certain time, putting energy into doing some of these activities can seem absolutely impossible. Just simply putting energy into the things you did when you were feeling a little bit better is also an option and is something to be so proud of as well. This will be individualized. However, a few examples may include getting out of bed to brush your hair or your teeth, putting on makeup, or making yourself a snack. So it is always important to try and eat healthy and fuel and energize our bodies and minds in a healthy manner, but eating healthy can be so expensive. Thankfully, there are many ways to eat healthy while on a budget. So the Food Basics and Flip apps are very useful for saving money while shopping. These apps are awesome because they locate the stores that are closest to you, and they are always updating weekly coupons that can just be scanned directly off of your phone at the cash register. If you don't have a phone, this is totally fine because there are often flyers full of deals at the grocery store entrance. And if you can't find them, you can always just ask an employee about any current deals they may have. Canned and non-perishable foods are a great nutritious option that last a very long time and are very cost effective. A few items that can be found for actually under $2 include canned tuna, beans, fruits, veggies, soups, and many more. A few other tips include avoiding shopping at eye level because the cheapest options are actually often located at the top or the bottom of the store shelves. It is also a great idea to bring your own bags grocery shopping to avoid having to pay for the bags provided by the stores. Lastly, it is also very important to be aware of locations you can access food here in Sudbury. The Soup Kitchen is a great place to access for a free meal. Another location is Better Beginnings Sudbury. They provide warm lunches and actually have emergency food covers available to the public. This is a free nutritional bag of food designed to last an individual or a family a minimum of 24 hours.
So to stay connected with your community, we included some virtual group activities. Just a suggestion for you, like as a virtual hangout ideas that you can plan by using your phone, if you have one. If not, you can follow the activities that Cameron was talking about. For example, if you know someone going through the same mental health problems or someone who's stressed, anxious, you can reach out to them and suggest activities that you can plan together over the phone. So we have, for example, you can find a drawing or craft tutorial that you will follow together. And once you're done with the craft, you can actually take a picture of the end product and share it between you two, or share it in a group. You can play free online games, or you can challenge the other person with a DIY project that you can find on YouTube. You can find free applications on your phone and try to find new hobbies. So I'm going to go more into this in the next slide. So staying connected with your community, you have to keep in mind that you have to tackle your mental health and put more energy into activities that are meaningful to you. These can help you stay connected with your community. For example, you can choose to volunteer with local organizations, such as the Sudbury Soup Kitchen. The other suggestion that we have here is if you have someone to talk to, catch up on a call with them, or even better, you can write them a letter. If you have a hobby, keep it up and continue challenging yourself. If you had one and you stopped, you may consider getting back to it, but you must give yourself time and be kind toward yourself to keep your motivation in pursuing your hobbies. You can also consider new activities or hobbies that you find interesting and where you can invest your time. Again, it is normal to feel stressed, confused, scared, or even angry during uncertain times. If you feel overwhelmed, reach out to your local organizations that can help you, or you can talk to a health worker or counselor. They are out there in the community to help you. They are there to support you.
So again, just kind of as a recap, we're going to go over some coping strategies. So these are strategies that we can use when faced with conflict or stress. So expressing feelings instead of bottling them up. If we keep pushing our feelings down, these feelings might eventually come up at a bad time. So the first step is just to express those emotions, whether they be positive, negative. Secondly, focus on the things you control or you can control. So try to focus on your thoughts and actions. So think about maybe a goal that you want to achieve. Your goal can be something like going for a walk for 20 minutes a day. Also, remember to take time for yourself. So just like we discussed earlier, those things like eating, resting, other self-care activities, really just try and take some time to focus on those basic activities. And lastly, don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. So maybe you need some help with chores around the house, or you need help with a friend, or maybe you need help with a health condition, whether it's mental, physical. It's really important to ask for help. And again, we're going to go over those resources if you're looking for some places or people to reach out to.
So again, these are the resources here that we mentioned at the beginning of the presentation. So there's the Kids Help Phone that you can call, text, or message on Facebook. There's the Health Sciences North 24-hour crisis line that you can call. And then there's also Connects Ontario that has access to various resources as well. Okay, so just to wrap up the presentation, we have a mini mindfulness exercise. So this is a 1-minute video on YouTube.
Hi, and welcome to Headspace. So no matter what's going on in your life right now, no matter how many thoughts are racing around your mind, no matter how the body's feeling, just take a moment to sit down and take a big deep breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. As you breathe in, a sense of taking in fresh air, the lungs expanding. As you breathe out, a sense of letting go of any stress in the body, in the mind, just feeling the muscles soften and relax. And close your eyes if you'd like to. One more. Breathing deeply in through the nose and out through the mouth. And just take a moment to pause. Allow the thoughts to come and go. And then just gently opening the eyes again.
Okay, so that's just a great resource that can be incorporated. It's a minute. It can really help calm you down if you're feeling stressed. And that wraps up our presentation on managing stress during COVID-19. Thanks for tuning in with us, and we hope to see you soon.